1. Right, we're back.
Hello.
Okay.
Should be fine now. We don't know.
Yes,
We're
hopefully.
about to find out.
If everybody can say something, then we know for sure.
Yeah, hey, I'm saying stuff. I'm being here.
You too?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, okay. I see stuff moving.
I never say stuff.
You always
That's
say
not
stuff.
true.
That's a lie. Okay.
Oh, good. I think we're good.
Right.
Great.
So, a couple hours have passed, and you're properly exhausted, and the rhythmic clang of pickaxe on ground is grinding down and slowing down. And at a certain point, you see Arakul just notice and just walk up. All right, enough for today. You can get up.
Right. Great.
Okay.
And we do. How long has it been? Like, how long do I feel like it's been since I started hacking?
Yes.
Give me a survival check. Yeah, it feels like years.
Oh, I don't know because I rolled 7.
Well, you rolled a 2, you got
And
a 7.
I was so into it that I just completely
Time seems to have flown.
lost track. of
It
time.
was dreadful the last few
On
hours.
the other end, how far did I get with digging compared to the other people digging?
Compared to the other people,
yeah.
Well, then let's compare strength checks.
Yeah. Let's go.
How are you
Yeah.
doing this?
Boom.
Apparently.
Oh crap.
Now you lose because I have also the same.
No. It's not fair.
Now you have more. because you have
19. Not a 7. Screw you.
18.
One more.
But Lily,
You're an old man. It makes
Yeah.
sense. So, yeah.
Oh god.
Now Muji is loud
Well,
Better.
I think
because he's shouting.
Sean Billy trolling
yeah.
though, so
Here I'm
Yeah, that too, but
it's
also
slightly better.
probably because he shouted.
well,
That's a good thing because Lily's actively trying to not work as hard.
Yeah.
She wants to try to be as fit as possible.
Wow, I worked extra hard and
Yeah.
I got a little.
So, Muji did dug deeper than everybody else. He's also, his arms hang at his side because he hardly can move them up anymore. So,
usually I get that.
Well, okay.
Not due
Great.
to volume though.
I feel accomplished and also exhausted,
yes.
and I'm now gonna go back up the stairs.
All right. So, you're led up, or well, once you arrive up, he basically, the Arakul, as, yeah, you probably told him at some point that was his name was, or not. Would you just, be like, that's for later, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right, big lizard guy,
Big lizard man.
big lizard man,
Absolutely.
orders some kobolds to bind you again while they move you, because, well, there's 4 of you, and you know, he's not dumb.
How did they bind us? Is it like rope or is it like actually like proper manacles like idea?
Rope.
Okay. All right.
So if your arms weren't completely dead, you might be able to break out of them.
That is a fair point, Sir DM. Well played.
So yeah. So your hands are bound behind your back again, and they lead you through the tunnels towards the room with the cages.
The rock room. No, not the rock room. No. All right, the room with the.
Well, you want to sleep on the rocks?
No. Well,
Muji on the rocks?
that sounds like a terrible idea for.
Sounds like a drink.
Yeah.
Mojito.
Drink. Mojito. Fuck's sake. Anyway,
Okay.
the cage room.
So yeah, you're led through the tunnels, and you end up in the room with the cages. And they basically open them up and say, "Well, you can get in now, and then we'll bring you some food."
Is there like anything in there, or is it just bare rock again?
There's some straw in there.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just something in there.
Is our stuff like still in that room?
Uh,
Corner.
give me a perception check.
Sure thing. 17.
No. It seems most of it has gone.
It looks like they got rid of the dead kobold.
That too.
Most of it's gone, and this guy has not. Well, actually, I don't know. But as I was going through the tunnels, there weren't any other places
There's
you could go.
Well, yeah, there are. Like, there's some forks from both sides. There's
All right, so it could just be put somewhere that I don't know about yet.
yes.
All right, cool. Well, all right.
But we couldn't see if they were branches, like more rock rooms, or like actual pathways to deeper parts of the cave.
Well, you could see that some of the tunnels went up, down, left, right. They went all ways, and they seemed to snake out of view. So it wasn't like a few feet and then a room to.
Okay, no.
Well, this looks more comfortable than your room. Or is the big guy, is Ericul not following? Is it just kobolds?
No, he is there.
Right, so I just look back to him. You know, try and get a response.
I think he's done with you for the day.
Obviously.
You mean the dig?
Well, why you put me?
Well, that's your room.
Hmm.
Maybe I should just leave you down there.
Yeah.
Maybe. You feel like...
Is he always this annoying?
Worse.
Yes.
Worse.
Oh yes.
I've only been kind to you. I just tried to make some conversation, like now, but you're being rude to me. It's fine. I'll just go to sleep, and I just try and move forward.
Is he alone in the cage, or is there someone with him?
Well, you're all in the same room, so tough luck anyway.
Master, maybe you should have him dig with us tomorrow as some sort of punishment. It's when he was in the tribe, he also, talked much, didn't work much.
Might at least shut him up.
Well,
We'll see.
I've gone for 100 years without shutting up, so
Maybe you should if you want to make it to 101. And he after the cages are closed behind you, he stalks off,
Was he the one?
lumbering down the hallway.
Was he the one that opened the cage as well?
No,
It was
one
a
of the
kobold.
kobolds did.
And
They also
left.
locked it and left. Yeah.
so are we in the same cage, or how big are the cages?
Well, there's 2 cages and there's 2 of you in each, basically.
Okay, who am I with?
Yes.
Well, who would you want to be with? Because that's basically like he didn't we're like you 2 in that cage, so it's
I'm
more
gonna,
of like
I'm gonna
a
go bunk with Muji.
What? Really? Why?
Very well.
Okay, well, you don't want to get healed.
I'm fine with it. No, I'm totally.
You don't want to get healed?
No.
It's fine by me.
No,
cages are next
I'm
to each
just
other, so you
surprised.
could have reached through
I didn't
anyway.
know that.
I'm just very surprised, but it's fine because I don't know that you want to heal me.
Well, guess you're stuck with me, Vern.
Well,
Well, we're all stuck with each other.
Yeah. It's fine.
So yeah, when do we have guards watching us, or is it just
Well,
cages?
there is a kobold in here. And he just basically sits down in the corner and starts nodding off a bit. But after a few minutes, another kobold walks in and brings some food. It isn't very appetizing. It's some basic gruel in a bowl, basically, but
Edible. All right. Okay. I'll take that.
The rocks we dug up, they're grinded down.
yeah.
Oh, that's what the rock room is for. It's the kitchen. They grind down the rocks into rock bread.
That's why it's so hot down here. It's a stove.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
Okay.
Right, cool.
Right. So yeah, you receive some basic substance to keep you going.
I'll make sure to save quite a bit of my food and feed it to Kite, even though he's probably very reluctant to eat it.
It's not normal bird food, no.
Yeah. No.
But I'll try to make him eat it. I'll make, knead it into a ball and just try feeding him little bits of that.
All right. Give me Hannah Alma.
That's nature, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a 15.
15. Okay. He doesn't seem particularly happy about it, but he trusts you, so he will.
Is there any critters in this cave? Other than the bats we saw earlier?
Can you give me a perception check? Because there's not much light.
There is a 23.
Alright. Yeah, there are some many-legged insects creeping about.
Like centipedes and stuff?
Yeah.
Like this big or this big?
Yeah.
Giant centipedes.
This set
Who do you think made these tunnels? No.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That escalated quickly. No, normal-sized centipedes. So, yeah, like that longish.
Yeah, whenever, just to keep myself occupied, if I see some crawling by, I'll try to catch them and feed them to Kite.
He's way happier with those than with the balls of gruel.
Yeah.
So I start casting message, and every now and again, because it's gonna be a conversation, but in between, I'm gonna make small talk regularly, because they've been hearing me talk a lot. It would be
Very strange if you shut up.
So the small talk is basically just like, how are you guys, and also can you please work a bit faster so we can get out of here, that kind of stuff. And then
You're a dick.
yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to make apparent. Yes. And then in between is I can get us out of these cages, I think, at least myself. If I can find that key, I can get you out, but if I want to try it today, I only have one shot. I don't know if it'll last another day, since you just made sure I have to dig tomorrow.
Great. So I ask you, can you do this to anyone? What you're doing to us
What I'm doing to you?
with the message thingy?
Yes. I think.
What if you?
Yes.
Hold on, let me open my encyclopedia.
Yes, let
Yes.
me consult my manual. Yeah, it's just one creature. It's not willing per se. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, do you know? Can you pronounce the orders he barked to the kobolds?
yeah, I would have to practice, but also I don't sound like him at all.
Maybe we should think of a more short-term solution.
Well, these ropes aren't the issue. I have my claws still. We're locked in cages together.
Emoji has his fists. I have Kite.
Okay, well,
Me and Lily with pickaxes.
I can get out of the cage.
if we can get out of the cage, then that's it. The exit is right there. The only person guarding this place is, the big.
Well, we don't know how deep this
Scaly
goes.
We can go
Our
back the same way we
captors-
came.
Well, Captain said that there's a lot of corridors that he might have found us, but it's definitely worth a shot. Although I have a feeling he might be waiting for us tonight, at least.
Well,
Perhaps we should wait one day, show him that we comply, and then tomorrow. But still, there is this one kobold here. I can get out of here, but it won't be quiet.
Well, I already told Moji and Lily. Like, when you dig, when you build things, accidents happen, and this. What did you catch his name?
Erakul.
This Erakul guy. He seems very strong and menacing, but he has these minions following him. If we could manage to isolate them or pick them off one by one, might just give us a little bit more of an edge.
Well, how many are there? Won't he catch on eventually? It's just this one we need to take out. If this guard isn't here, I can get the ropes off. I can get out of the cage. If I find the key, we're out.
I don't think the goblins are much of a
Kobolds.
problem. Kobolds aren't much of a problem to us.
No.
No.
Do you still have that key from before?
Do I still have that key from before?
Yes, you do.
I do.
But
Does
you,
that-
you turned into a small animal before, right?
Yes.
For what cage was that key?
So yeah, in what cage am I right now?
Roll me percentile. Let's see.
Oh wow!
Hey, it's a dice
50,
game.
50 or 60 and higher is the left one.
30.
So you're
So the
not-
right one, which is the one that Anna was in. So that's the one you opened before.
Mm.
So you have the key to your cage,
Yes.
and okay, we should not tell him about that, and we should. But
No way.
Mm.
we also shouldn't use it right away, because how are we going to get out?
I think we need a more detailed plan first, and have an idea of our equipment and if it's reachable for us.
The equipment isn't the issue. We need to get out of here.
Mhm.
Yes,
I'd
equipment can be replaced.
rather get out of here without a fight if we can.
But what if what Vern says is true and he's waiting for us? Even
Then we're
tomorrow, the day
screwed anyway.
Yeah, he will not go soft on us, but he still needs us.
We didn't want to fight him before, so if he's waiting for us, at least we tried.
Well, he still needs people digging his hole. The others are gone, so he's not gonna off us. Well, maybe one of us, which I'm not too keen to find out.
No, I'm aware.
Well, let's first give him the idea that he can trust us. Well, he's never gonna trust us, but that we not gonna try something stupid straight away.
We need that other key, that's all. But it's the kobolds who locked us in, right?
Well, we find this key off of one of them.
We just need one key and we're good.
So
Would he have it? And I just look at the kobold falling asleep.
If you would have the key to the other cage.
Mhm. I'm asking Vern's advice on this.
Where on which side
Well-
of which cage is he sitting? The kobold.
He's sitting near to the tunnels that lead deeper. So he's closer to the left cage.
Okay, so
So that's the
here
one
is-
that you two are in, indeed.
Okay, and how far away is he?
far enough.
15 foot.
We know that they have more than one key to the cage. And it also might mean that they will miss a key.
So we don't have a lot of time. I can get us out of this cage right now. If he has that other key, we take him out quietly. We're out of here.
And in the meantime, I ask Muji, do you want me to patch you up a bit?
Well, if you can do that, that would be
Could at least try.
very nice. Yes.
Yeah, well, we need all our health to when we're trying to get out of here. So
Well,
yeah, I
absolutely.
well, is he dozed off for? I mean, not fast asleep, but dozed off.
Yeah.
The kobold. Okay. So yeah, that's the moment I try to cast lay on hands on Muji.
Well, no.
Yeah, so he's actually like snoring and
he dies.
So perhaps he won't wake up and I can simply take a look before we
Is it
do
eight?
this.
Yeah.
It is 8. That's great.
That's good.
That doubles it.
I only have one shot though.
then if you try to be quiet.
It's either that or
I don't
try and
know.
quietly
Yeah.
open these cages, but
Yeah. Well, for now, let's just keep our eyes open and see if we can get as much information as we can. So, yeah, you should go and see if he has a key.
all right. So, do I know how much noise I need to make for a spell? Like, I don't have to shout it, right? It's just that if he's standing next to me, he would notice. But
Yeah.
You could whisper it, right?
you have to say it. But
Yeah, you have to say it. but you've also been talking normally to each other, and
Yeah.
he's still dozing off. Also, he doesn't understand you.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. So I could try and weave it in the conversation.
Hmm.
Okay, so I will try and turn into something that fits through these bars and take a peek if he has anything.
Well,
Have you seen anything crawling about?
It's these things.
So it's a centipede, right?
Yeah.
very slow.
I just shiver and like, right. Yeah, this will be a while.
Make sure you don't get eaten. Also, well, no, never mind.
Great. So, and then I just start poking them again about why they haven't made a lot of progress, because I am suffering so much, and then I will.
You're such a bitch. is
So you're
what
gonna
you
turn
say.
into a centipede, right?
Well, yeah, but first I'm gonna just start talking and see if it wakes him up at all, and if it does not, I will use my final spell for the day. Scary,
This isn't even my final spell.
but it really is.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you end up on the wrong side of the bars, and
Well, there were bars. That was the point that I could,
yeah.
move through. So I will cast Pest Form, turn into a centipede.
Can you give me a performance? Because you're trying to weave this into normal conversation.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh.
really spicy.
That's 25. Bard multiclass.
Really?
I knew you could do it.
Yes.
So yeah, you are just talking, and they're answering, and you're talking, and they're answering, and you're talking, and you're a centipede. And
Basically.
And then there's no answer anymore, but that's fine. Because
yeah, but the rest of you keep the conversation
Yeah.
going.
keep
Yeah.
So yes, you
Yeah, I have
drink down.
10 minutes. So I'm gonna like wiggle my way. Yeah, I actually move at 10 foot, which is really fast for a centipede.
really
So
fast.
I'm gonna try and
shit.
impersonate a centipede and take my time getting there on the way there at least. Like on the way back I might hurry, but
That is.
So yeah, you start slithering.
wait. No, we forgot one step here. First I will have to get my claws out and try and get the ropes off, because I can't cast that spell if my hands are still tied.
Oh, well,
Are our
help
hands
you,
tied, by the way, or
Yes.
because they put us in cages? And
No,
Oh,
they
yeah, we have to
they
eat.
just-
good. Now,
you had to eat.
That's a fair point.
yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I wiggle my way over there.
Yeah, so you
Just
have
take
a new
it.
experience as another small creepy crawler. This time your body feels long, and there's too many legs to keep track of, so you just hope on autopilot to move.
At
Just
least I won't
think-
trip.
Yeah.
I'd be the first centipede to trip.
Over all your feet.
Yes.
Oh no.
Legs.
So when I get near, I look up and just try and see if it's still asleep. I don't know how to discern that if you're like this big, but that's
Well, yeah, you can see the chest of the enormous creature slowly go.
yeah. Now I've lived in a jungle for all my life, which
Yes.
is a long time. So I know creepy crawlers, and I know that you can feel them when they touch your bare legs.
Yes.
Now these have skills, so that helps. But I'm still gonna try and stick to leather or cloth that they're wearing to make my way up, and I'm gonna make my way up to his belt if he has any, or something like that.
Belt region.
Belt region. That sounds exactly what it is.
Okay. So yeah, you crawl up his leather armor and make
Yep.
your way towards where you would wear a belt, and you find a belt.
All right.
Great.
So I'm gonna run around the belt and see if we can
Ring
find
around to
keys.
Rosie,
Yeah.
looking for keys.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Wait, is that
I'm
different?
so glad you didn't have to roll stealth there.
I got a +10 on stealth.
Oh
bro.
really? Oh yeah, because you're a centipede.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
That's just my own modifier, I believe. So that would be a 17.
17. Okay. You make a lap basically, and you see that there's a leather pouch on his belt, like the type that has a lid on the top
Yeah.
that you can close with a clasp on the front. And well, the opening is big enough for you to slither through to check what's in there. There is a key in there.
Okay. I am going to take 30 seconds to memorize what it looks like. It's huge, so I can see this. And I'm gonna make my way out. So I'm
You're
just
gonna use your multifaceted eyes to scan the.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just gonna count the teeth
like a
and
4D
just
copy of the
Mm.
key in your
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
and then gonna try and make my way back. And as soon as I hit the ground, I'm gonna speed back because I don't have a lot of time. So
So yeah, centipede gently crawls down, hits the ground,
it is now Sonic the
and
Centipede.
then just all 100 feet at the same time just go pets.
Oh God. I'm
Terrifying.
properly terrified, yes. This centipede is a predator.
So, did I make this in
10
good
minutes?
fashion? Well, yeah. Well, in good fashion. Like, if
Yeah.
not, I probably would have noticed at some point that I'm on the belt of a kobold as an elf. But
Hi, honey.
it would be hilarious, but okay. So,
But
Yeah.
not ideal currently.
So I turn back and then I compare the key, of course, to what I have.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
Okay, and then I message once more. So to I can't do to everyone, but that takes
One at
too
a
much.
time,
Yeah.
One at a time.
I will tell them he has a key. It's different.
Different from the one you have, yes?
It is. I think this is our best shot.
Well,
Well, how many keys would they need in these caves?
Well, there's 2 cages, right?
Yeah, you have one key. There's one other key.
There's more cages, but I think this one's probably got the key for the other cage.
It's our best shot, I think.
Well, I can get out of this.
Well, I have a key.
We can both get out of this. Although I can try to get to him quietly. I don't think I could get the key without him waking up.
If we
But I might not need to.
no, we need to take him out quietly.
I could maybe cover his mouth, drag him to Muji and Lily, and well, this might sound a bit grim, but well, end him off.
or we open our cage and I just walk up to him.
Well, we need the key to open your cage.
Well, you have the key.
To
Yeah,
our
for their
cage.
cage.
Their cage.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't manage to bring the key as a centipede.
No, okay. So I was okay.
But I'm not alone. If something
You
goes
had no
wrong,
hands for it.
if he should wake up, still got kite, can swoop in and make sure we find a rock or something. So I'll bash him, and then you rush up then as well, and we'll.
Oh, it's so grim.
Well, I understand that you're not used to this, but I can be quiet.
Hmm.
As long as I keep my mouth shut.
Right. So we'll give it a crack
But
then.
can you?
Get up to him quietly.
I think we should. And just both try and make sure he doesn't scream. It's the most important part.
Okay.
Right. So this is kind of a meta question, but are coup de grace still a thing in PF2?
Exactly.
I
Look at
doubt.
look
I
at-
hardly doubt it matters.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but yeah.
Just hit him real
Oh,
good.
it's not the question if we can kill him, but can we do it fast enough so the kid doesn't scream?
Well, you
That's
just
the thing.
kind of strangle him, and then you can't really scream, can you? If you just
if you don't do it hard enough,
kind of.
you
well,
won't make
yeah.
squeaky noises.
So I'm still wearing my clothes because I'm not sitting in naked. But I will take off my shirt and my belt.
I will take off my armor.
That
Yeah, of
is
course, my
belt.
armor too.
Because it's
But,
fucking useless.
Yeah.
Your AC goes up.
Yes.
Yes. Great.
Because these kobolds, they have like a snout, right? Like a dog a bit. Yeah, then I'll just make my bell into like a loop, which I can just like tighten around their mouth if I sort of muzzle them if I come close enough.
Yeah, man. You've done this to enough dogs in your time, you know what animal is.
This is just like any other animal. But
I have my claws if it goes wrong, but let's hope it doesn't. Other than that, I'm out of spells for the day. So if we have to fight,
find yourself a rock.
I can do that.
They were doing pretty good with pebbles last time. Maybe you can have some luck too.
There were torches in here, right? This room was lit by torches, right?
No, the dig side was lit by torches.
This is dark.
Well, there's a torch here.
Okay.
Okay.
An actual torch. All right.
I will go for the torch when our cage is open.
Okay.
Alright, so let's first try to get this, see if this key actually works.
Yes.
Just
Do you want to go ahead or?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
okay, Luke said stealth stat. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Can you give me a stealth?
Sure.
check? I'm assuming trying to do this as quietly as you possibly can.
Yeah, I'm not in my armor, so it's a bit better.
Great.
It's not that great though. It's 11.
11. Okay. Well, it's easy enough to get your hand through and put the key in. The lock seems smooth enough that you... But when you push a little on the door, you do hear it. It seems that the hinges of these cages aren't well maintained and oiled.
Can I help to try and lift it up a little bit and just make it go a bit more quiet?
Sure. Give me a stealth as well.
Hey.
That's 21.
What?
You can be quiet.
I actually have stealth trained because I'm not really a fighter, so
Alright, cool.
Makes sense.
and I have a lot of decks.
So yeah, you attempt to take the weight off the hinges basically as Fern opens up, and it still creaks a little. So you're being very careful and quiet about
Every
this
step looking
while looking at the kobold.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to check if he doesn't seem to be moving. So you move it open far enough that you can both get out, and he hasn't stirred.
I message. Well, get ready.
Yeah, I'll take Kite and set him on top of the cage, and take off the hood.
That was so suck.
Yeah, give me a nature.
No! You monster.
If he ruins this,
No, that's a 14.
He gets it.
Yeah, well,
Does he?
he looks around and flutters his wings a little because suddenly light again, but still beneath the ground.
Yeah.
He is uneasy,
I mean,
but yeah,
Yeah,
mimicking you.
take an animal with the gift of flight and you put it in a cage. It's just kind of sad, you know. Alright.
Alright, so we doing this?
go time.
Yeah. So we quietly make our way to the kobold, I
Yeah,
suppose.
so I'll have my makeshift nozzle at the ready, and then
Oh yeah.
New stealth checks because this is
We're gonna try. I think we're gonna try and encroach it, right?
yeah. So I'll go
This'll be-
approach it from the
big
front and you at the
rolls, big
back, so that
rolls.
you can take control of it. And,
I mean, could
Well,
you
it's basically
imagine
sitting
it's
against the
completely
wall,
messed up
so
and we're in
yeah.
this cage,
Sides.
it's like, well,
Yeah, at
More
least
so than
some
front and
different
back.
You
directions,
get
yeah.
this.
yeah.
Okay, come on, don't film me now.
I mean, they're
Mhm.
fucked. We're fine.
Oh,
Oh, no.
That's a natural
one.
Oh no!
Oh, that
Yeah.
looks like a 1-2, but that's a 7, isn't it?
yeah, it's a natural one. What a time.
Oh, that's a 12 for me then. But that's
Oh. Well,
But I
well,
don't do crit fails on these sort of things, so it's just your normal
I mean,
modifier.
I
It's
don't
still
want to
low.
screw myself over, but in Pathfinder 2,
They always are?
Yeah, they exist.
Aw.
Crit failing stealth
Oh.
is a thing.
DM decides.
Yeah, but I mean,
Gracious
but then
Lord,
next time,
DM.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Oh man, it's his rules, man.
It is.
Screw the book.
Technically, I should roll it anyway.
That's true.
If we're going completely, Yeah, well,
Sigh.
the question is then, what sound do you make currently?
You just fall over.
I forget that I no longer have 1,000 legs.
Oh yes,
No.
you try to move like the wrong 998 of them.
You didn't like the
He
creepy
hiccoughs.
crawlers much, right?
Hmm.
You didn't like the creepy crawlers much, right?
Nah, I'm okay with that. Considering, you know, all I do is like pestilence and acid and shit. So.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Eh.
Well, you still can't help but make a little sound as one of those 100-legged things lands on your face from the ceiling.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, who would
I would be scared.
So you do. At which point you see the kobold start up. So can you roll me initiative?
God damn it! Roll high, roll high. Roll
Is that this roll or is that done?
Let's say for you it's the stealth. I mean, you'll need a new one.
God damn it. Is it a perception for us or
Yeah.
Great, I rolled super good.
it doesn't matter for us?
No, it probably doesn't.
I mean,
Unless I like Hulk open the cage,
you could try.
I definitely will. I rolled a 50. I got a 15. I mean,
Muji 15. Lily
8 plus 2, by the way, is 10.
12.
Caleb 12.
Flurry of kicks to the door.
Yeah,
man.
mine was also 12.
Flurry of kicks.
12.
I mean, if it wasn't a crit fail, then why did we even roll, right? So
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
yes, with my legs
Okay.
in pristine condition.
And
Oh yeah, also my arms in pristine condition, by the way.
So the goblin goes first.
it's not a goblin. It's a kobold.
it's a kobold,
God
and
damn
Muji
it.
goes first because he rolled 15. So yeah, you
I noticed that my friends are messing
not-
up that opportunity of life and death opportunity.
Yeah.
Great. So I mean, okay. So first thing I want to do is, because I'm in a cage, I'd like to look around the cage, try to like look at the lock, look at the bars, see if there's like how well it's made, and if there's like bits I might think I could break or move or whatever, or if I'm just completely.
It's a bit on the rusty side, but the lock still seems functioning well enough.
Mhm.
The bars,
Like this is between them is this or this or this just like not gonna happen amount. Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
not without some serious time and effort.
Okay. I am going to pretend that I'm sleeping. So I sit there in the corner. I'm not moving, and I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm just gonna be like, I'm sleeping.
Okay,
Uh,
Caleb or Vern, depending on who wants to go first, because you rolled the same in the end.
I'll let Caleb go first because he was spotted.
Yeah, so how far away?
6 foot, 7 foot. You're pretty close.
How far away is he from me, by the way?
20.
So, yeah,
Yes.
it's a bit gruesome for Caleb, but I think I'm gonna have to borrow a patented technique from one of my other characters. He did it with a spike glove, but
Is it run?
I'm going to spawn my claws, and I'm going to put them in his mouth. So I'm spawning them, run at him, and just gonna try and silence him with it by literally putting spikes in his mouth.
yes.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yes.
Yes. He needs to be quiet.
So
He's definitely
you
not
take
gonna
a
scream.
step forward and cast the spell and attack with it.
Yes. It's only one action, the spell.
Okay.
Great. This will be
Let's go.
fun.
That is a 14.
Is he flat-footed?
Mm,
That's not a thing, unless you're a rogue.
Great.
That will hit.
Oh,
That's good. So he takes 3 piercing, slashing damage, and another 2 poison damage
in his mouth.
in his mouth.
If it swells up.
True.
Is it poison or acid?
Poison damage.
Poison.
Or poison damage. That's a
Yeah.
type now.
It's a type. Okay. Yeah. So you turn your hand into a spike, right? So it's
No,
just
no, it's claws.
Well,
It's,
claw,
my,
claw. Okay, and then you just
my
but
power.
then you shove a claw in this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like put my claw in his mouth, basically. That's,
Okay.
That.
Yeah. He's still twitching. Eyes are still open. but it definitely hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Fern?
That's just panic.
Right, so I had my belt ready to muzzle him, but there's now something in his mouth. So I'm gonna adjust my plan. I'm gonna move behind the kobold, and I'm gonna use my belt as a makeshift garrote and sort of like choke him.
With the hand also in.
Okay.
He's
Um,
having a bad day.
yeah. So so you basically drag him off the wall, put that belt around him, and start trying to choke.
Yeah,
his-
just like swing it around his neck and take the other end, and just like really
Right.
into it.
Can you give me an athletics?
Yep.
Also, gruesome much?
Yes, well, that's the point.
As 11.
11.
Seems good.
Well, that's enough to. Yeah. It's a small creature.
Yeah,
It's a
mine's
big
on
belt.
athletics.
It passes out with still a hand in its mouth,
Yeah,
jammed in there, poisoning him.
I guess kobold lives don't matter.
Well, he's passed out. As soon as he drops, then I'll let go and
Me too.
maybe your hand out of his mouth.
Maybe not kill him.
And I freeze in spot and I listen to see if I can hear anything or anyone responding to the sound.
Give me a perception check.
Back in the cage, quick.
He just died in his sleep.
yeah, he did.
That's a 10.
Yeah, you don't hear anything besides an awfully bad impression of sleeping Muji snoring.
But I had a perfect, because I rolled a perfect 4 on stealth.
This just makes sense. I'm gonna reach for the key because I know where it was. I grab it and I'm gonna quietly attempt to move to the cage, but yeah.
Yeah. So after making a ruckus, you quietly move to the cage, and the key fits.
Great.
What? No way. Like,
Could this even happen?
am I dreaming?
And I message, go, go, go!
All right.
And I slowly walk out of the cage.
Yeah, me too. And I go for the torch.
So you go for the torch.
Yeah.
So,
I'll make sure that to leave the kobold down quietly. Not like flump. And was he holding any weapons, like a sword or spear?
Yeah, there was a spear leaning against the wall beside him.
I'll take it.
should
Any
we
other
maybe
weapons, things?
find our stuff? Or should we
Besides
get the heck
rocks
out?
and your armor still being in the cages.
I'd rather live.
I want to take my armor if
Well,
possible, but
if I can.
Well, your armor you had,
Mhm.
yeah.
so
But I don't know if I would have had it on.
Can we make it back?
Carry.
Yeah, obviously, but
Can we make it back without any supplies? Well, actually,
Can we survive if we stay? Go!
Yeah, I will grab my skill mail.
yeah, I grabbed my armor.
Well, okay, if I see you moving back, I'll grab my armor as well.
Yeah,
and,
grab my
Sure.
clothes,
It's like
my regular
steps.
normal people.
I know, but we just
Yeah.
probably made a lot of noise killing some guy, so... yeah.
Mhm.
so you quickly grab your stuff and start heading out the other exit, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Either way,
Go back digging.
Quickly kill the other guy in his sleep. It'll work.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah,
Going.
I call Kite over.
Kite! No.
Well, shit.
Kite sails over and lands on your shoulder. And you head down the tunnels that you originally came in earlier this day. Well, yesterday, I guess, technically. Maybe. You don't know. It's dark here. So you have your one torch. And your...
It's a real torch too, right?
Yeah, it's a normal, everyday torch.
Damn it.
And you're heading
Back.
back.
So,
If I feel we're lacking light, I'll cast it, but if the one torch is enough to see,
It seems if you stick close-ish together, it's enough.
then we'll go.
So yeah, you move down the hallway. Eventually, you get to the
fork.
fork with directly in front of you the big cave with the ledge.
Yeah,
To the left, the tunnel with the collapsed pilar.
Well, yeah, I seem to remember that the other path that we didn't take led, like,
To the exit.
yeah, to an exit other than the one we took. So, maybe we should take the other tunnel. I remember feeling a draft. I think there's an exit there. don't want to alarm these bats again, you know?
Yeah, that was the. I think where you felt the draft was in.
That was here.
That was the ledge where the kobold.
Yeah, the ledge.
alerted,
So that's
uh,
in the cave where the bats were also
Mm.
previously.
Right.
Well, the bats shouldn't bother us no more unless there's more.
Okay. Well then.
Lead the way.
Yes.
So,
I take that path.
Okay, so yeah, you step out onto the ledge and head towards where you figure
Felt
the
the way,
exit
yeah.
was. So yeah, you are now skirting the ridge along the higher section of this massive cave. Once you reach the other side, there's a tunnel there as well. And if you follow that, you eventually start. Well, the air quality improves, and you start tasting fresh air hits your noses, and you find your way outside in the fairly cold night air.
Oh yeah.
But you're outside, so this is
I wanna
generally seen as an improvement.
look around for any like scouts and
Give me a perception check.
kobolds that, and I'm gonna try to look for like at the places that we had spotted them before.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22. Okay. So once you reach the end, keep the torch inside and take a look around.
Yeah.
And about 40-50 foot to the right, you do see a kobold.
Stationed.
Yeah.
And
Seems asleep,
okay, so
but
I just stop everyone. I'm like, there's it.
Chat.
They have some scouts still set up. I see one of the kobolds on a ridge. We should ditch the torch and sneak past. I think he's sleeping.
There's a ridge right next to it.
Does he have any
We
weapons?
don't need to. Well, okay.
there seems to be holding a spear in his hand, but he is definitely nodding away.
What? Message.
Oh, right. So we're gonna push him off, or what are we doing?
Seems the safest thing to do. Well, what if one of us trips or moves or touches him and he wakes up and then alerts the others?
Can we try and keep the spear here, so I can
Yep.
protect myself?
Yeah.
to you guys?
We'll try and grab it.
You know, I wouldn't want them to wake up halfway through the fall and scream.
No.
You
Can,
know,
can we just?
we could also just like he's sleeping. We could just move past.
Yes.
You have a spear,
Well,
right?
but what if one of us fails?
He is asleep.
Yeah,
you
he
can
has a
just-
spear. You can just.
You can just normal
We
person
just-
walk, and he will not wake up. How could you mess up normal walking?
Well, we just
could you
got out of a
hold my
very
beer?
tight situation there.
Like I said, if I don't open my mouth, it's fine. I didn't expect a centipede to land on it, though. I think we're good here.
just walk. Like, you know how to do that, right?
We'll try walking past him, but if he wakes up, that's a good plan B, right?
Sure.
Yes.
See how it goes.
Hmm.
And I just normal person freaking walk past him. Average man walk.
Muji, average man walks. What does the rest do?
Yeah, I follow. It's
I'll not normally walk. I'll be quiet, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, me too. Then.
So, you don't have full plate yet, right? So
No, exactly.
You didn't even have your armor on.
It's not a normal
no,
person
you're
to walk.
carrying your armor.
I'm
yeah.
carrying it. Yeah. Oh, I would love to have full.
So yeah, you normally walk towards the kobold.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check. The one who's in the front, which I'm guessing is Muji.
22.
Okay. Once you get a bit near, you notice that it seems to be maybe waking up from
I'm like,
normal person moving.
okay, you know what? Normal person walking was not the best idea.
Who knew?
Hey, what was that plan B again?
Well, let's go for plan A, which was trying to be quiet.
Okay, I can do that. And I like tippity toe.
Did you message that?
Yes, of course.
I tippity toe.
Give me
Try to
stealth
go
check. Man.
closer. And I get a 10.
Which is basically normal puzzle walking.
I mean, you're moving at half speed to
But
move
I-
quickly, so
Yeah.
And
So
and
you're
all the time, I'm just like, if I'm going like past him, I'm like, if he wakes up, I'm fucking pushing him off this cliff.
well. He seems to be waking up. So what do you do?
Okay, actually,
So he's sitting
like-
against the wall here.
Yeah.
And then there's like the ledge, and
know-
then there's cliff.
I figure I'm a very strong man. Can I just choke him? Can I just grab him, strangle him?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll probably do that instead. 'Cause
Much
it's
more
like-
humane.
Yeah. Well, you don't. At least
So,
it won't make a noise.
Can you give me an athletics then?
Yeah, absolutely, sir Bram. Oh, great. That's 14 though. Not bad. It's not terrible.
It's enough, I think.
Oh,
check.
great.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yay.
So yeah, you just
So I'm
yeah, Kobold's just sitting there minding his own business, and it's like, hey, there's some milk. Yeah.
And then I put him down slowly and like, see? Normal person walk. Gets them every time. And I just normal person walk further.
For fuck's sake.
He's not.
So yeah, the rest of you follow, I'm assuming, and
yeah,
you grab the spear.
shrug and follow, basically.
Why is it whenever there's kobolds, they die in horrible manners?
Yeah.
It's because you people come by.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay.
They were the ones
started.
imprisoning us. Well, sort of. Not really, but they were also slaves. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Moving on.
I am way past this already.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sleep in a bed, not tonight, but maybe the day after.
It's a good thing you're not a follower of Larissa.
Yes, true. You know. Let's not talk about that. Don't look at me like that. You didn't see anything, all right? He's sleeping.
You didn't see
For a
anything. I
very
was the one holding the
long
torch. I
Time.
saw everything.
No.
So yeah, you are not discussing this moving forward.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, you don't spot any other scouts or guards, and eventually you find yourself back on the pebble beach, basically, where you
Wow.
originally saw a small kobold just drinking from the river, after which you invaded their home, killed a few of them, dug a bit, and then escaped again.
Mistakes were made. Well, what's the plan?
But also freed the villagers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We did our job.
Do we just go back?
Once we're out, I will just fall to my knees and start just like touching the ground and look up. And I never thought I'd be so happy to see this mist again.
You know, it's a shame about the pebbles, but the mist is okay. Fresher air. Even though it's very damp.
I think we should try and make it back to our camp.
Let's make sure they don't send a rescue party this way and get caught again. I've had about enough of this.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter which way we're going, but I throw the torch the opposite way. So if we go right, I throw it left.
Okay.
Yeah,
way
I'll
around.
also try to forge some tracks leading away from where we're actually leading.
And where are you actually going? Your camp?
Our camp, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would mean following this mountain range probably towards the...
Yeah, but I'd say we
Forward
follow
forest.
the river for a little bit to cover our tracks properly
Okay.
and ascent and everything.
Okay. So you start heading out through the river, occasionally leaving tracks left or right away from the river. You left the torch just at the gorge, basically. Or basically you walked back, tossed it the other way,
I
then
hucked
went
it the other way. Yeah.
Okay. So do you at any point plan to rest, or do you plan to keep going until
No.
you make it to
We
camp?
keep going until we make it to camp.
All right.
I don't know how
We
far is that because we
already
already
had-
haven't slept.
Yeah, we
Miles?
already had the shit.
Miles and miles and miles and miles. It's gonna take probably a good 10-hour walking or something
But it's
to get
better
back
than
to your
getting
camp.
caught, you know.
No, I
So
mean,
that would mean
10 hours is fine. Like 7 days wouldn't be. So you know.
Yeah. So it's walking through the entire night, probably arriving late in the morning.
We've had worse days.
That's fine. Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
Assuming the camp is still at the same spot.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is indeed a thing. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be
Are we
amazing.
really discussing this?
No,
Go.
you're heading.
No, we are doing this as we
So
are.
yeah, you trudge through the night. Your arms are killing you, and
My legs
case,
are also.
Your
spaghetti.
legs are also always killing you.
Yes. Oh yes.
Literally.
if we encounter
Yeah.
a bear or a mountain lion, we're probably done anyway.
It's climbing up a tree and
Yes.
Bears
hope for
climb.
the best. They do.
Yeah,
I just
better than you do.
I just want to clear up. I didn't mean any of you guys know that, right? I actually felt sorry for you.
I know.
Good.
Oh what? What are we talking about?
Nothing. It's fine, Muji.
Okay.
It's so far we made it out and we managed to get everyone else out.
Exactly.
But we didn't stop the operation, so he might be out and get more. But at least we can send warning out.
Well, we did thin down numbers quite a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
and we can indeed send out a warning, and maybe we can put some more sentries back in.
The problem is these kobolds are worthless. It's only the big guy.
Yes, well, you know, if you send in a big enough army of people, he's sure to go down.
We'll see.
This Erical might learn not to underestimate the tribesfolk.
Right.
Well,
I'm gonna take a short break right now.
Yep.
So we'll be right back.
In
Okay.
how much?
Let's say 10 minutes.
10-minute
Okay.
break,
Don't go
everybody.
anywhere.
Be right.
I'm ready.
All right, we're back. All right.
Bam.
Bam. So you trek through the night. You notice that the mists seem back to their usual levels of denseness. So it isn't as thick anymore as when you entered the caves. Which is a good thing, probably. Hopefully. But yeah, you slug through the night, disturbing the local wildlife. But mostly you hear some owls and
I do think we'll put on our armors again if we're
at some
gonna-
point. Yeah, as soon as you make enough
Yeah.
distance, it's easier to carry it on your body than in your hands.
Exactly.
Definitely
Yep.
true. All right.
Just to be sure, I don't have my shield, right?
Nope.
We got nothing, man.
Look
Oh,
at all
we
the
have
shit
armor,
across
man.
We got clothes,
You got clothes, and you still have your weapons. Well, yeah.
wraps around my fists.
One thing
don't
I
know.
had to leave behind were the healer's kit and the tool making kit.
And the
Snack
snark
kit.
kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough.
Well, too
Yeah.
bad. I left behind some good stuff too, like my pole. I needed that for living.
Wait, the pole?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Don't question it. It's legit.
Doesn't make it better.
Innocent.
Right. So does anything eventful happen as we trek through this forest?
No, the night passes quietly, and by
Some moaning.
yeah,
Yeah.
And complaining.
Some crying.
a lot of
Think.
complaining and moaning.
Yep.
Quiet sobbing that the legs hurt so much. And I shouldn't have dug so hard if I knew we weren't going to stay and dig
Yeah.
more.
I just really wanted that workout, man, and now I'm feeling the pain.
The post-workout burn.
yeah, the
is,
post-workout burns. Right.
Right.
Cool.
So yeah, by mid-morning, you get close to camp. You're all weary. At some point, you hear a halt. Who goes there?
Well, it's Vern and Caleb, Lily and Muji.
Oh, well, that's unexpected. I thought you guys were captured.
Well, we got ourselves uncaptured.
That was quick. We're supposed to go and get you soon.
Well,
Yeah, don't do that.
I told you not to worry.
Yeah.
I was Ogun and Hakama. They made it back.
Well, yeah, they told us you sort of traded places. So it's good to see you got yourself out right away again.
What we do?
Yep.
Better report to Chief. Come on in.
We follow.
What if we're just a double?
Slowly.
Da, da, da. They take you to a quiet, secluded spot. What if they have all been replaced by doppelgangers?
I don't like it when you say stuff like that. But the camp hasn't moved then. It's in the, same, the camp's in the same
No.
spot. All right, cool. Sure.
So yeah, you're led into camp, and he just walks with you. And well, yeah, it's mid-morning, so everybody's up and about. You see some cheerful faces when you arrive. People seem glad that everybody made it back.
Good.
Well, we're glad to be back too. Tired.
I long
glad.
for my bed, my actual bed. You know,
Yeah.
But
How
we-
does Muji sleep?
in a tent,
On his
the
10-foot
floor, on my 10-foot pole. I have a bed that I made out of 10-foot poles. And if I lose mine, I got like 20 other ones.
Right.
Right.
This is
So
canon.
you make your way over to Eamon's tent. Well, you know the way. And Scout turns around and walks back out.
Yeah, I guess we enter. I think.
Yeah, you enter and you see Eamon sitting behind a table and just working away. And he looks up. Oh, well, that's a pleasant surprise.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Don't send others to rescue us,
Because you're here.
and we don't want to go through that again.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So, what happened? How did you get out?
Well, with
use
some
the key.
clever. We used the key, but yeah.
That seems forgetful of them to give you a key.
They never gave it to us.
Well, not willingly, at least. It's fine. Doesn't matter, but the threat's still there. Do you know Erakul? Does that ring a bell?
Can't say it does.
Big guy, scaly. Said he was
Scaly?
descendant of a dragon. I look at my companions for whom this is new information.
Wait, you got his name?
Well, I got his name, and well, he said he was descendant of the mighty beasts, dragons.
Maybe he's just full of himself. I don't know.
Oh, he did have scales and claws and
Thought he looked kind of weird, but
He did look very weird.
You see him go, oh, okay, this is new.
yes.
I think you know what a dragon is. I mean,
You've heard legends?
Yes.
yeah.
But they don't, like, casually fly over.
No, but it's the stuff
now
of
that you can
stories,
see them
right?
anyway.
That's the stuff of stories,
Yeah.
basically.
Is it a legend or a myth?
What's the difference?
You don't know.
That's a good answer.
Eamon, have you had word from Timberlow or the other villages that people have returned there, or that they're safe?
Well, Arkham, they walked them back to their village first before they came here, so they know.
Well, like Vern said, we have not eliminated the threat, so they might come back.
Hmm.
We should let
So-
them know.
What are we up against?
Oh,
Just one big scaly guy
and a bunch
and
of
lots
kobolds.
of kobolds.
Yeah, we got them working together for some purpose. He's digging something up deep in the mountains.
Seemed like some form of building.
Seems awfully coincidental to happen at the same time as we got a visitor.
True that.
Maybe they're working together. Great. These kobolds. Are they happy with him?
Well, they didn't much like being down in the deeper parts, it seemed. They might be scared of him, and I don't blame them. He's a very formidable being, whatever he is.
You think they would be open to new alliances?
Well, like my father told me, if you see a kobold in the wild,
Stick him. But yeah.
I wouldn't know. They don't talk like us. They can understand us. So unless you find a way to talk to them,
He did though, and he seemed to be working for someone, at least. He said they had a job to do, and he even said he was gonna let us leave, but
Seems unlikely.
that's what I said. That's when he smacked me.
That seems likely. You have a way with words, and if you're not careful or very careful, they tend to piss people off.
Well,
I don't know which one you were going for this time.
I wasn't trying to be nice to him, so
Well, then you got the expected result, I guess.
mostly.
And you got some info, and that's useful.
some not as much as we'd like.
No,
Exactly.
but at the very least, it sounds like a guy that has a high opinion of himself.
Oh yes.
That might be open to, some clever. We might be able to drag him out into the open because he thinks he can.
I can
Win.
guarantee that if he sees me, he will come after me.
Oh yeah, I think he'd be the vengeful sort. I don't think he'll let go of this slide easily.
We lure him into a trap. Problem solved.
Maybe.
Well, if he is as formidable as you said, then the question is it worth the losses?
Well,
How many will he cut down before we cut him down?
Well, he almost made short work out of Muji in 2 strikes.
You don't need to come close to him to take him down if you have the time to set up.
we will just set up a bunch of archers and then, lure him into a trap.
But who says he will come out of the caves?
Well, maybe.
I'm pretty
good
sure he
plan.
will.
If you say so.
We try to make sure to cover our tracks, but I've had this feeling in my stomach this entire time that maybe it was all too easy to get out, and if he is smarter than he looks, he might be deliberately trying to follow us.
Maybe.
Hmm.
It was.
Well, we
Maybe.
still have our scouts. And if he is working together with the other one, then they will already know where our camp is, because the other one just walked in.
Was there any news from the real wizard?
Yeah, so I'm assuming you dropped off the stone because some other guy showed up and introduced himself and then went on towards the old fort.
Yes.
And a couple hours later, Asunder walked back into camp with the horse. So that was good to see, because you can't shapeshift into 2 things, I think. I hope.
Well, let's hope not.
And I'm
But
guessing
yes.
the horse knows. The horse seems to know a lot.
Yes, it's a very interesting.
It's strange.
It's very strange.
Did
But
I forgot their names. Was it Brett, and the 2 that were captured before us?
Oh, that was Hakam and Ogum?
yes.
Ogum.
Yeah. Didn't they have any information? Or
Well-
anything to tell?
Well, they said they had basically been made to dig in a pit looking for something, but they weren't told what.
Mm.
Well, they hadn't been there very long, so they didn't really get much info.
Mm.
So it's good that you got a little bit more in the short time you were there. So good job on that. At
Interesting.
the very least, we're a resourceful bunch. We have to be.
Well, I have to wonder if these two were actually working together, and one of them was trying to steal this orb from this temple of sorts, and maybe one of them is buried down in that cave somewhere as well.
Could be.
I don't think we want them to have two.
True. So we might have to set up that ambush.
Agreed.
Seems worthwhile. Maybe he was dumb enough to let you go, but smart enough to leave. We'll find out where he lies on the I'd like to survive to the I can take on anything scale.
Okay. Well, we are very weary from our journey.
Yeah.
But for now,
Yeah, you've
I'm
probably
gonna-
trekked through the night.
we sure did.
You shouldn't head to your wives.
Eh,
Poor man.
Yeah, she probably knocked me out, but then
Well,
I'll be out for a few
At
days.
least you made it back.
but you saved some people. That should count for something. And you're alive. Else she would kill you.
Yeah.
Again. Probably.
Well,
Women.
good luck with that.
Hey, you picked her.
Hey.
Going from one prison to the other.
That's a bleak outlook.
Fern's the only one that's married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just go back to your wife.
Well, Eamon is too, but
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well, we should
Yeah.
discuss a plan tomorrow, maybe.
Well, yeah, tomorrow. Today I'm gonna go and, well, sleep for, well, hopefully as long as I can.
For the day, yes.
Sounds like a plan.
we'll find out soon enough if you were followed.
But
I'll double the scouts.
Eamon,
Hmm.
we had to leave behind some of our stuff in the cave. Hopefully we'll be able to capture it back, but yeah, just so you know, don't
Yeah.
be mad with us.
Well, no. I'm just glad you all got out. People over stuff.
That's true.
Stuff can be replaced. People takes longer.
Much
a lot
longer.
At least 9 months for humans.
And then some.
Yeah, that's not really a fighter yet, so it takes a bit longer than that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You all get a night's rest. And then in the morning, maybe we'll discuss how to set up this ambush. If you want to be a part of this.
Oh yes. Definitely.
I think we
We'll
might.
have to.
Yeah,
We
we kinda
have
to.
Okay. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you when I see you.
I head off,
Yeah.
and I indeed just
I waddle to the tent.
yep.
So yeah, late morning, you all just head into bed.
Yeah.
Well, if we make it to our beds, I mean, we could as well just collapse.
Just out of the door.
This is fine. This is a fine place.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Sleeping is sleeping, man.
It'll do.
Well, nobody sat down, so you just, keep walking
on-
for a few more, and then.
Autopilot.
Got
So
it.
yeah, you all make it to your tents, and you also make it to your abode, and you are decently warmly welcomed. Actually,
Hmm.
Wow.
Just new.
you saved people and
We're a hero.
Yeah.
You're a hero.
and
Vern.
are unhurt.
Yeah, actually.
So
I
know.
was the only one that got terribly beaten up again.
I was hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm also quite hurt.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
a little bit.
how hurt are you? I thought you. From what?
From the bats.
Yeah.
The bats.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the little
Bats.
teeth. All the little teeth.
Yeah.
Well then.
I
Bunch
forgot
of
the little
tiny
teeth.
cuts
You-
and
you were-
bruises.
I was hurt, but not that bad.
We all had a terrible day. That's
I'm-
So yeah, you're covered in scratches, but otherwise there's no big gaping wounds.
No.
There's just Just thousands of little cuts.
And bites and scratches. It's not great.
So she does ask, "What did you fight?"
What didn't I fight?
Well, mostly bats. Lots of them. Some kobolds. Well, some quite a bit of them.
Well, at least they don't seem to have gotten to you. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah, thanks, dear. So, how about I go to bed now, okay, and talk in the morning.
It is the morning.
So I'll just
She's like,
I'll see you in
Fine, dear.
24 hours.
I'll take off my boots and unbuckle my belt, and halfway to my pants, I've already fallen to the bed. I'm just in coma.
In coma. Oh, damn.
I mean,
so yeah, with your pants around your ankles, you fall on the bed.
I mean,
Okay.
what would you do if you had to do manual labor for like, I don't know,
Many-
God knows,
for
14
many.
hours or whatever, and then walk for like another day?
Dude, I got a solid like
Then have to
5
talk
seconds.
to your wife.
Well, man, I had a solid
Yeah, that
5
was the final
seconds of
straw.
sleep.
That was the
you
final
know?
straw. That zapped the last
So-
of your energy.
I got that.
So, yeah, you all sleep very deeply through the night, and come to in the morning the next day. You actually find yourself covered in a blanket with, properly undressed.
Oh, she does care.
We
It does scare.
we heal a tiny bit. I guess.
Yes,
How much is it?
Because
Tiny bit
it-
again?
two
Level-
times-
Yeah, level times con.
and you had
Ooh.
2 daughters, right?
Yep.
They were still
Wow, that's an
Small,
incredible
right?
amount of health.
One of them is just marrying someone else.
okay, not that small.
No, the other one is smaller.
Right. In the morning, that one, because I don't know the names. I should know the names.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Okay, so that one is peeking in through the door in the morning when you wake up.
Oh man.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh, good morning, Daddy. Oi. Would you come to Daddy, please?
She
Hmm.
walks up, stand next to the bed.
So, what's it that you've been up to then?
I've been learning in with the class about plants.
Oh, that's good. It's good to learn about plants.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah. So, what did they teach you?
Well, me not much, because you tell me, but the rest of the class learned a lot.
Hmm.
I might have dozed off a little. Sorry.
Oh, you should try to pay attention, otherwise you'll grow up to be like your old man, and oh.
No, he knows all about the herbs, man.
But some things you can learn by doing them, and some things you learn by listening to people who know stuff.
All right, I'll try harder.
That's okay, dear. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Glad you're back.
Yep.
Later that day, gone.
Yep.
Clan life.
Man, having children is.
It's a responsibility.
Yeah, man. Can't have enough of those.
Responsibilities.
Yeah.
Children. Can't have enough of those. Well, then get started, Muji.
Gotta get that child
Oh, no.
support, man.
That's not a thing in this world.
Well then, okay.
Especially not from the current state, because
Yeah, pretty messed up, you know. Cool.
So yeah, you all wake up refreshed. Let's say
Is it
your arms are sore though.
has it been? When aren't they? And what about my legs? Are they functional?
Try to stand up, but fall down.
As functional as normal.
All right, cool. How long has it been? Has it been like actually 24 hours, or is it 12 hours and it's now night?
No, it's like you went to bed probably like 11 in the morning. It's now probably like 8 in the morning. So 21 hours down. Yeah, it's a long rest.
Well,
It's
I'm
great.
gonna get refreshed after sleeping for 21 freaking hours. Also get something to eat probably. Wash up. Yep. All the things you do. And then eventually make my way over to I don't know, like maybe someone else's place, probably Vern's place. And yeah, I'll see if he's up, because it is like what, 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
When they get up.
Yeah, I'm getting my kit together. Off to see the chief.
Good morning.
Hey, morning there, Mujing.
How'd you sleep, if at all?
Yeah, well, I slept like a log. Really?
Yes.
Fell over, crashed in bed, woke up.
Yep.
Covered in blankets. So
You had that luxury. Very good.
I decided that my kids are called Poppy and Daisy.
Of course, they are.
That's
Of course they are.
more herbs. That's great.
Like those names.
Well,
They're like Lily.
you ready to see the chief?
Well, ready is that's not really how I'd put it, but we should go.
Great. I like your enthusiasm.
Yep.
So the littlest one is then Daisy or Poppy?
Poppy.
Poppy.
So Daisy's getting married.
Yep.
Wow.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll just make our way over to the chief's hut, or maybe try to meet up with Caleb and Lily.
We should get the gang together.
Yep. Get the whole band together.
Go.
Never split the party.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna assume that we wake up as well,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
do anything or talk about anything beforehand.
No, not specifically.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll just meet you. Like, we'll go to your place and we're like, morning. Are you up?
Second.
Are you putting up your armor? Yeah, it's like, yeah. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, we just wait outside.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually I will
You
be ready.
eventually finish.
Getting ready.
And
Come
Yeah.
out.
we go to the place.
All right. So you make your way over to Eamon's tent.
See if he's there.
He is.
Cool.
Convenient, right?
Yeah, very convenient. Very nice.
In the morning.
Chief.
Morning. Rested up?
Sure did.
A lot better.
How are you holding up?
Well, seen better days, but seen worse days as well. So, I'm good to go.
All right.
That's the spirit.
That's good for all of you?
Well, yeah, it was a bit saying goodbye to the family again after just meeting them so soon.
Yeah. I can understand that. It's always tough to head out. They grow up fast.
Well, that they do. All this one don't really need me anymore soon.
They always need their dad.
Well,
There's just a time where they think they don't.
yeah. Starts when they're about 13.
Really hits home.
And ends when they're about 30, yeah.
Yeah. So let's try to make sure that they'll have a dad come tomorrow then.
That's the plan. The plan is everybody makes it back safe and sound and unharmed.
So about this plan,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm pretty sure if I show my face, he'll come out. But I don't really have a solution for me surviving and coming home yet.
Can you, like, run or, I don't know, do some weird magic thing, teleport away? I don't know what you do.
You see Eamon go, because I don't think he knew yet.
No.
So you see Eamon go. So you see Eamon go. Magic.
Yeah. So about that.
I found a way to make myself useful.
Excellent.
Yes.
And it's not talking. Well,
Unexpected.
yeah.
It sort of is, but
Talking in very specific ways.
And moving your hand
Yeah.
in
So-
specific ways.
Are you like them old wizards then?
I don't think so.
Book studying.
I mean, I don't mind a good book. I'm not a savage, but
You wound.
but no, I didn't learn this. I did it.
All right.
I'm
So-
doing more every
That must
day.
have been odd.
He turned into a centipede.
That, for me, falls in the category of odd.
Yeah, it does.
It is all we got out.
And
Sounds
sometimes
rat.
I hear his voice in my head. What,
Yeah.
like, normally I hear his voice in my
Uh,
head, but he can now do it without even talking.
Which is like terrible.
Oh.
It's like the worst.
It's the worst.
I hate all of you, but I also love you. Hmm.
Oh.
Wait, you do that in our minds? or-
No,
He whispers it.
I just say that out loud.
Okay.
All right. So, turn into a centipede.
Yes.
And the rat.
Talk into and a rat.
The rat.
Well,
Talk
not at
into
the same time, but
You see him just
centipede. Oh my god!
images. No.
It's
Oh,
a centipede, but instead of feet, it has rats.
What? No, what? That's the wrong way around.
It's a senti rat.
Okay, cool.
I just saw like
Sorry.
a very long rat with
yeah,
long legs.
yeah, with a lot of legs.
I felt this was even more terrifying.
Oh no. Alright.
Okay. So that's
It's weird.
just rats with a snake on top.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So,
But I
and none of that, by any chance, just makes you go, poof. Yeah. That'd be convenient.
well, it would be. No, I'm afraid not. Perhaps if I practice more, but I don't think we have the time.
No. If we give him enough time, he'll just be gone.
Now, maybe if I do run around the corner and turn into a centipede, he'll be confused and just walk out. But it is my life we're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
feels
imagine if you're a centipede, you're easily squashed, so...
Can you like turn
Yes.
into a bird or something and fly away? I don't know.
Let me consult my my life manual.
My mind palace.
Yes,
Mini.
you transform into a tiny, non-threatening animal such as a cat, rat, insect, or lizard.
Such as.
Yeah.
A bird is a
do like
tiny
a fly.
non-threatening.
But is it non-threatening?
Well, if it's like what do you call those tiny?
You can choose a specific type of animal, such as a rat or praying mantis. Getting closer.
It just has to be non-threatening, so then
Yeah.
a little bird.
Just a little tiny bird.
Oh no! So heightened at 4th level, I can turn into a flying creature. So no.
Ah.
So I even
about
if
a
I could,
big
I don't
creature?
gain a flying speed. So
But the cat can be pretty fast as well, right?
it's always 10 foot.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, that's why the centipede was freaky as all hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rowboat centipede. Like a Viking ship.
Turn into like a creature so small that he just can't even see it.
It's tiny, not
Like a
microscopic.
microbe.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
ladybug.
can turn into an insect, so it doesn't have to be big. But I think that if I turn into something he doesn't expect, that's probably the best shot. But maybe we have another idea.
well, other ideas you run and we shoot him until he stops running.
Well, the thing is
He's
that
pretty fast.
this guy, he had, he seemed to be quite cocky.
Oh yes.
Well, he gave us a chance to run, and when we said we'd take him on, he'd happily show us his powers. So maybe his hubris will just make him come forth and show himself, as long as he thinks it's just us or maybe you. But I don't think he's a fool. I think he'll probably think something's up.
Yes.
Especially since it's a day after.
So we need a good reason to be there.
Or we must make him believe that he catches us trying to sneak back in.
Why don't we just make like a pitfall, like he did in the caves? You know.
I think we can manage to take him out if he comes out, but it's getting him out without suspecting that's the issue.
Yeah, because if he catches you inside, why would he go out? You'll just try and end you there.
He also said that there's many tunnels in the caves, and that if we came in, then we would get lost and we couldn't find him. So our numbers would mean next to nothing if he finds a hidey hole somewhere, and maybe he has the advantage of time and can take us out one at a time. I'd not risk our men like that.
No. It seems normally the Cobalt Caves are worse, bad enough already. There's traps everywhere. There's now a big guy with a sword
And a shield.
and a shield ready to... He will do what we normally do to the city folk. Hit and run, hit and run. Unless he gets too cocky. But still, in tunnels, you can't surround him.
He needs to come out.
What
The
if
question
we...
is how.
Another option. We stake it out. Wait for him to find what he wants to find. And then presumably he wants to leave. But then we do have to have eyes on every exit. And that might be damn near impossible too.
He said he had many ways to catch us off guard or in our backs or whatever. So I think there are multiple exits or entrances.
Well, there always are. They're called Cobalt Caves.
Yeah. So I don't think that's the option.
We would either need to know all the exits. Well, we'll need to know all the exits either way. Unless, indeed, we go in and we run out and assume
I
he
think the
comes
best
after us.
shot is to appeal to his cockiness. I think.
Just stand out in front of the cave and...
He might want to seek out an exact vengeance. I don't think he's allowed many to escape his grasp.
No.
Could we... We captured one of these kobolds. I know we don't speak their language. But given some time, couldn't we maybe convince them?
Well,
We did try that already.
if we offer them something in return... Yes, so they seem like fairly simple-minded creatures.
They seemed quite loyal.
Well, that's...
They seemed
Loyal or...
frightened.
Indeed. Loyal or frightened.
Well, we caught one out, and it ran back in. Away from us.
Well,
What if we frighten it
it
more
ran.
than the other guy does?
Or prove that he's not so frightening as they think.
Well... yeah.
Well, it's hard to do before you actually kill him.
I know.
And after that, you don't need their help anymore. Well, you just need them to not stop you.
Yeah.
Often, if you make an animal bleed when they're hunting you, they will reconsider and skulk back into their den.
It's not worth it if you die for your food.
No.
But we're not really food to the kobolds.
No,
normally.
but they do need us or need someone, because he's after something and he can't get at it alone. He needs labor. He needs a workforce.
So with you gone, they're on the digging duty again.
If they're going to capture new slaves, they'll just send the kobolds, probably.
Well, we can maybe intercept that. Capture the kobolds, and maybe you'll have to come out to get them back.
If we take out every single kobold that comes out, he'll have to show eventually.
And how many can you have? We didn't see too many. Not any type of numbers we couldn't take on.
And
Well-
he's definitely not going to dig himself.
He had enough kobolds
Well,
for him that he felt confident enough to attack Timberlow.
well, we took out...
Lime Creek.
Yeah, we don't even know what went down there.
If we go with a bigger group, we might have a chance. I mean, we did take out most of the kobolds in Timberlow.
We did.
At the very least, we can scout it, and if they have too many, we don't attack.
Ayman, do you know where Asandia went? He might have a trick or two up sleeve to help us.
He might. He was heading up north, though.
It seems only fair to ask him for a favor after us helping him out on this.
That's true.
You'd have to find him, though. And up north is also the cities. So that might get a bit... You'll have to be careful. Or whoever we send has to be careful.
Well, in this mist you always have to be careful.
We know all
True.
about it.
Well, first village you would hit would be Nitroshale. They are city-minded, unlike Timberlow. So it would be best to remain inconspicuous there.
Maybe dress up in normal townspeople clothes. I don't know if we can find any of those.
Well, we have some, but as soon as you talk, they'll
Don't
know.
This sounds like a very long plan with a low chance of success. Trying to find this wizard, hoping that he even wants to help us. Risking our lives beforehand, I'd rather risk my life to solve it immediately.
Yeah, plus it's already been 2 days since we left.
I don't like the plan very much, but if I do show myself and then turn into something he doesn't expect on the way out again, he might run outside. He would look for me, he wouldn't stop at the edge of the tunnel.
We should put down some traps beforehand. Maybe slow him down and
But we
have
need
some archers stationed.
But like Vern said, we need to make sure that he thinks he's catching us out. Otherwise, he won't.
Well, we could
And-
just pretend like we tried to escape and we didn't make it. And now we are crawling back to him because we're out in the wild.
Yeah, but I don't think he thinks you won't survive in the menacing wilds of the countryside.
It's been way too long anyway.
Yeah.
We also need to make sure that when he comes out, he doesn't get the chance to get back in.
I agree.
Exactly. Well then.
If we can do that, then we have a good chance, I think.
Cheers.
When he's in there, I don't think we have any chances.
No.
But did they post sentries?
They
Yes.
did.
So we would have to take them out first. And have to lure them out before they send replacements for those sentries. Because that's probably every few hours. So we only have a small window to put our trap down.
Yes.
We're good at building traps. We can do it.
Mhm.
We still need a way to get him out. Without anyone dying in the process. And then a way to keep him out once he's in the open.
Well, that might just be a matter of a good enough number of bows pointed
Yes.
at him.
How many people do we have to spare for this task?
If we don't take him out, we'll have to deal with him eventually.
True.
Won't be long until we're called back to Timberlow, but this time might turn out differently.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a balancing act between keeping the camp safe and taking that out. Because we can't move the entire camp there.
No.
You can move the camp somewhere else. In the meantime, maybe. We are good at being on the move.
We've just settled here. People won't like it.
I think the only option I can see for if we wanted to keep the camp safe with less people, so that we can send as many there as possible, would be our old fort. It has some walls. Would be easier to defend.
It's been cleared.
Yes.
And there's still that wizard there.
He might be able to help. He's probably stronger than all of us combined.
He's a little bit busy.
But he's busy.
Well,
At least
yes.
it's working. The mist seems to have cleared up.
Fair enough. So the only thing we don't have an answer for is him believing us. We need a reason to be there. Or I do, at least.
Well, maybe we had something very important or dear to us down there in those tunnels.
Well, we left all of our equipment there.
Any of it look particularly shiny?
Anyone had like a necklace or jewelry or?
Not
'Cause I
really.
Doubt they'll believe us
Oh.
coming back for a rusty piece of equipment.
Okay.
That could just not be anything. I am, and this may surprise you, but not above lying.
Maybe you could
That's
talk to him and make him think that you've come to join his side.
yeah. He had such a great time with him before. He thinks you know, yes.
But why?
Because maybe you understand what it is he's trying to dig up.
But I
And
don't.
you, well, what if it is?
Why would I have run?
Well, because you were scared. Well, because you were persuaded by us to run.
Nobody will believe that.
Okay. I'm not very good at coming up with plans.
Perhaps the simplest thing is the best, and we just tell them there's a valuable piece of equipment there. Well, we don't tell them, but you know.
Okay. It's worth a shot.
So what do we do if it all comes crumbling down?
You find yourself a new, most handsome fella in the camp.
Done.
That's not very nice, Moody.
Well, I mean, I never said he's the most handsome fellow in the town. I mean, come on.
But he is. I mean,
Is he?
he's my brother.
I think I've said enough.
Wow.
There is still an alternative.
Yes.
Well, obviously, this Erical is just after what's buried down there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once he actually finds it, he'll take it and he'll just move away. So maybe we should all just help him dig it up. But only if he promises to leave us and everyone else alone.
Are you saying we escaped for no reason?
Well, we escaped because we didn't want to die in a cave. As
I'm
That
Kobold
seems
food.
very fair.
not about to trust him though.
Well, he didn't immediately kill us, so he does seem like a man of his word.
Well, he needed us.
Yes, and he will need us more than ever now that we're gone. He needs someone to dig up this whatever.
But we can't allow that. If it's another, you know what the wizard that con artist went through to get the other one. If there's another one here, we can't help them get it.
We don't know what it is that's down there.
We don't, but apparently it's important enough.
That's why I feel we should maybe ask the wizard. I don't know if there's anything in these mountains, but I would never have guessed there's a building buried in a mountain.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's still very puzzling.
But it seems that we need to stop him.
Maybe it's an old dwarven site. I don't know. They build in the mountains.
Remember, Asander had a dwarf companion.
He did.
You know where he went?
With a sander.
Well, that's not very useful. But he might know.
He might. Maybe the wizard at the fort knows. Presumably they talk.
Would it help though? He wouldn't be there, this Erakul, if it wasn't important. And if it's important to him, I'm pretty sure we don't want it to happen.
Well, I'm not sure if his motivations are squeaky clean. He doesn't seem like a grocer or a cobbler, but I don't know.
Is he the evil master planner, or is he just looking for some coin?
I don't know. He's working for someone, maybe.
If someone as powerful as he is working for someone, it's bad news.
Well,
And if we go look for a sun deer, we might just be too late.
Well, maybe it is a good idea to then move camp to the abandoned base. It's better for the fences. We've got a powerful wizard there, and we can afford to send more troops to tackle this problem of ours.
I think what we're all sort of agreeing with that we should get as many able bodies as we can down there.
Absolutely. Maybe we can even
Yes.
convince some townspeople from Timberlow.
They've been through enough. As
They
far as
wouldn't be of any
They're not
help, I
much
think.
fighters.
They'll just
that's
give it away.
You couldn't task them to keep an entrance because
I mean, yes.
he just barged right through.
Which is why we
They'll
just
also
need to
get some
secure one
tokens.
entrance. If we can get him out of that entrance, then we have a shot.
Okay.
So, what kind of terrain are we looking outside outside of that entrance?
Babbles.
What have you seen?
Rocky.
Babbles, there's a small river. Or a stream, really. Pretty rocky terrain, yes.
the foothills. It's a bit of a climb up there, but it's traversable.
Could we put enough men with bows out of sight?
There's some ledges here and there. Actually, where we entered the cavern,
Mm-hmm.
there's some ledges just up there.
Yes.
We take out the scouts first. Doesn't need to be out of sight.
Should be easy enough. It's only a couple of kobolds.
Yeah,
And if we go at night, they might just be sleeping on the job, like when we got out yesterday.
Well, they might be slightly more. I don't know what you did to the scouts, but probably they'll be a bit more alert
well, there's also
few-
fewer of them.
if you murdered them.
They might not get to rotate as much.
Yeah, yes.
True. They might be sleepy and exhausted, but I think they'll try to be alert at least.
Although they might just be more scared than some of their friends died.
Yeah, the question is, who are they more scared of? You or him? Fear can be a powerful motivator, but right now it seems to motivate them to be on his side against us.
For now.
Maybe when they see they're outnumbered by quite a lot, they'll change heart.
They might. Well, then, first order of business would be moving the women, children, and elderly, although they won't like it,
Well,
into the fort. Probably half the women will insist they can fight. Probably they can. We'll need to leave enough.
That's why we need them at the fort.
Can you convince them of that? I'm not sure I can. We might have to just mix it up like we usually do, but that's fine. As long as enough people stay behind to protect the elderly and the kids. I don't particularly care if it's man or woman.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that conversation. Telling Law that we're moving again.
Well, she'll understand why, hopefully.
We've done it before.
Can
This-
tell her it was my idea. That helps.
That does help.
And then hopefully she doesn't complain too hard to my wife. Because else I'm in for it. But we'll see. As long as everybody's safe, I'm good with the plan.
So when do we want to do this?
Guess we'll have to move ASAP. Because the longer we wait, the more chance he already found what he's looking for.
And the less believable it gets.
That too. Well, it's still early in the morning. We can break up camp. Oof. Get there mid-afternoon, probably. Then head there. It'll be nighttime, because it's quite a walk, I believe.
oh yes.
And then depending on if we want to do it at night or in the
No.
day. Probably in the day. We see better in the day. Our archers work better in the day.
Yes.
So then the next morning, I guess that's the plan. I would say we camp a ways away and move up break of dawn and take our positions.
Sounds like a plan.
Perhaps with the sun in our back. We'll make it hard for them to shoot at us.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Daylight's burning.
Yep. Right. Start packing up. I'll tell the camp to do the same. And he gets up and walks out. Right, everybody, listen up! And he starts barking orders. And I think that'd be a good time to
Alright.
Yes.
wrap it up for today.
Great.
Hey, we're not digging a tunnel anymore.
Wow.
Hey.
We got out.
Take a tunnel.
We
Alright,
got out.
thanks everyone online. We'll hope to see you next session. On Thursday, there's another session. And then on Monday, this campaign will continue. Thanks for your time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.